So it happened again today. This is the third time this week that I have been blocked in my driveway. And it is the second time this week I've had to take my truck out of force. Like, I didn't plan it because I was blocked in. So now I have no sunglasses in here because I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't get to grab my walking shoes because I wasn't prepared for this. It upsets me. I don't even know if I should be upset, but I think I should. I spend entirely too much on rent. Nobody goes to work before me, so nobody should be parked behind me. It's that simple. Then I've got to wait for people to get up and come downstairs and move their shit. So today, what added insult to injury is my son was parked behind my car, which I drive most of the time, but he was parked crooked. My daughter-in-law, who drives this tiny little Mirage, was parked behind the truck. That's fine, but the way my son was parked, I literally had to pull in my mirror on the truck and get all the way to the edge of the garage door and come out, only to find out that I had to squeeze between this little space I left myself to go close his mirror because, God, this fucking son. Because thanks to the way he parked, I couldn't get out without hitting his mirror. And his mirror is my mirror because I bought the car. It's in my name. I don't even have tags on it yet, so I don't want to be rubbing a black truck against a white car. Sunglasses. Okay. Now to do something about this sun glare from this rearview mirror. I don't know. It's too sunny today. So it is 7:41 and I'm not even on 183 yet. But hopefully, thanks to this Hemi power and the universe, I will get there. So when I get home tomorrow, I'm just gonna have to relegate everybody to parking somewhere else, or I'm gonna have to do what I said I was gonna do, which is not park my car in my garage, which I don't want to do, just to ensure that I have somewhere to park. God, dog, and I run right up on the wall. Never see him in the morning. Gotta get it, but the police don't want me to be great. So, okay. Now I gotta refocus, get out of this, and talk about what I was gonna talk about this morning. Alright. So we're going to talk about a little bit of everything. Stalls. I've been at a stall now for a month. Stuck at 196. That's all I can say about that, really. But I mean, I knew every time I've ever tried to lose weight, I'll lose so much weight and then I'll reach a stall or a plateau, and typically just stop there. Well, the beautiful thing about having the vertical sleeve gastrectomy is while you can stop here, it's not a huge option. Like, in order to stop here, you have to take certain strides. You have to eat enough calories to where you do not lose any more weight. So I know my stall will break. I also know that I need to stop eating certain things or allowing myself certain things. I need to stay away from breads and pastas and rice. Even though I can only eat 2 bites of things, it's still 2 bites of something I shouldn't have. And I think the only reason I'm able to even eat any of those things is because I asked for a bigger sleeve when I had my surgery. And so there's just enough room for a few bites of bread. Whereas my twin, who had surgery by the same doctor on the same day, and then others that I know that have had the surgery, aren't able to eat any bread. Like, it's game over. So that, and I still have this desire to finish what I get, what I'm served. So even though I can't eat it in one setting, I sit and I eat on it all day, which is still me eating the same amount of food. And I think that's definitely a contributing factor to my stall. So I keep saying I'm gonna check that, but I need to check that. Dang it, I just realized I left my salad in the refrigerator. Cause that's the life I live. Boy, get this Toyota on. $7.46, still not on the highway, but I am on the on-ramp. So those are my confessions. I should decide my confessions. Next thing I want to talk about. I just started Lyft about 2 weeks ago. Well, I got approved for Lyft maybe 3 weeks ago, and I only started driving 2 weeks ago. This is my second week of driving. So I might have been approved 4 weeks ago, and this is my second week of driving. And I had signed up for Uber at the same time, but for some reason the Uber app just kept asking me for my vehicle registration. And I was like, I keep uploading my vehicle registration. And so yesterday after work, I turned the app on after I came home and brought some things home for everybody before I headed out. I turned on my app and I got a ride. And it was right in the apartments right next door. Same apartments my mom lives in. And I thought, sweet. So I just came out, pulled right in, basically, in the next complex, and picked the guy up. He turns out to be a Lyft and Uber driver. And he's like, hey, how long have you... Oh, no, what did he say? He says, hey, how's it going? And I was like, hey. And he says, and the timer starts going off because he selected a Lyft line. He goes, oh, I didn't mean to select a Lyft line. I didn't know. I said, that's okay. And I said, I don't think there's anyone else in your line, at least not here at this stop. So I confirmed him, and we drove away. He's like, how long have you been doing this? And he says, I didn't mean to do this. I don't even know how it works. He said, how long have you been doing this? And I said, you're like my 6th ride. And he says, really? He says, what are your plans? I drive for Lyft. And he had this big personality. He's like, I drive for Lyft. And I was like, and he's like, what are your plans for it? And I was like, what? To drive? I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's just part-time. And he just starts pitching. And he's like, you know, I really have a good day job. And he's just on and on and on. He works for Verizon. I said, I bet he's in sales, because he was like selling me as if, like, I don't know. He was just grilling me like he was a secret Lyft rider or something. Anyway, he sent me his Uber link after our fare ended, and I did it again, even though I had already done most of everything in my Uber setup. I guess because I didn't finish, it allowed me to do it. And suddenly I uploaded my registration using his, as I went through using his referral code, and it worked. I was like, I've been trying to upload this registration for like 4 weeks, because the time I tried to do it before he gave me the registration code, which was that same day, the referral code was that same day, it said, it appears you've uploaded something that wasn't registration. I was like, no, I didn't. But anyway, so it went through, it finished, and then like at 4 o'clock in the morning, I got a text from Uber saying, congratulations, you're approved, you can start driving today. I was like, sweet. So that's pretty awesome. So now I'm gonna have both apps open, and I gotta get this money because I'm trying to pay off some debt. I'm trying to improve my credit score. I just recently, like I told you guys, paid off my car. The next thing, and I paid off my loan, my personal loan. And so I paid off my 401k loan. And I strategically took another loan to pay off my car, because this other loan was only going to be $120 as opposed to $444.70 a month. So that made sense to do that. So here, my plan is to use Uber and Lyft to use that money to pay off that loan. I also want to pay off this truck. I also want to pay off both my credit cards. I've got 2 of those. And I have another loan payment to pay off. And that's pretty much it. Those are my plans, because I want to pay things off so that I could get approved for a home. I want to buy a home. I'm 45 years old, and I want to buy my first house. I've never owned a home. That's what I would like to do. I've been really just kind of on my mental hustle, trying to figure out ways in which I can bring money to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a consistent basis. Yeah. I'm really thankful and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a consistent basis. And it does. My trickle isn't big yet, but it's consistent. And that's how it starts. I try to share that with my son, but he's not getting it. I also want to pay off that car, the car that I just bought in June. Not very smart. I still don't know why I did it. I do know why I did it. I did it to help my kid and my daughter-in-law, and my grandkids, but I guess it's what moms do. We take on debt to help. So it's 7:53, and I'm about 7 or 8 minutes from work. So, sidebar, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. It was Sunday. We were out and about. We went to Old Navy and a couple places, and I bought some clothes. But anyway, we went in the truck because it was raining. And all of a sudden, the check engine light came on. I said, well, of course the check engine light came on. So I have a check engine light reader at home that my son Christopher gave me. Hi, Chris. So I need to see what the freak this... I almost said the F word. I need to see what this check engine light is about. So So I need to do that. Check on my baby. See what's wrong with her. That's about it. I found an old camera. In 2015 when I got married, somebody stole my camera bag. I had my large data card that had not even been opened in there. I had a lot of footage on my camera. Everything. Anyway, they stole my camera. The camera I really, really loved. It was only a Nikon Coolpix though. So I came across an older camera at the house that my husband had. So I plugged it up, put the battery in, and charged it to see if it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, because I've been vlogging on my phone. So I'm gonna see if that'll work. If not, I've been researching some inexpensive options for cameras. And number one, of course, is vlogging using your phone, because that's free. And then secondly, is like a Coolpix. And there were some others. I'll put the link to that video in the description bar. So I'm at the light in front of work. It's 7:55. So I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be close. But these close calls are getting on my nerves, especially because somebody decided to park where I park. So, I really do. I made a vlog. I think that was Friday. I drove the truck because they blocked me in. And I don't know what happened to it. It was just gone. Yeah, you can get your little Honda ass out of my way. So at least now I've gotten to do one vlog in my baby. Hey, so it's later in the day, the same day, obviously. It's lunchtime. I'm about to go have lunch with my my lover, my husband, technically ex-husband that I've gotten back together with. Taking one day at a time, okay? One day at a time. I started making a video to tell you guys. So, remember I was telling you that I've been eating the wrong things, and sometimes I eat until I'm uncomfortable, and then I stop. So today I was talking to my boss, and I'm standing up, and we're having this conversation, and I stand and talk to her in her office all the time. Well, all of a sudden I started to have... it was not really pain, like it was painful, but it was definitely an uncomfortable feeling in my upper back, and it kept growing slightly in intensity, but it just wouldn't alleviate itself until finally I sat down. And even when sitting, I still felt it. It was almost a warmth and, like I said, an uncomfortable feeling. And I will say I had just eaten my breakfast. I had just eaten oatmeal. And I normally can't eat a whole package of oatmeal. Every now and then I can, but most of the time I can't eat the whole package. I ate the whole package. So I don't know if that was just food discomfort or gas or what, but I felt it, and it was scary, like the feeling, because anytime you feel anything in your back, it's scary. So needless to say, today for lunch I literally had 4 bites of my chicken. It had I had what's called a pollo potato. So it's a baked potato with cubed grilled chicken, cheese, and tomatoes. And so I just ate the chicken off of it, and I think I maybe had like a bite of potato, but I just ate the chicken off of it because we had free lunch today at work. But I had about 4 bites of chicken, and when I started to feel full, I just stopped because now I'm scared. I'm like, oh, this stuff. I was like, do I have a leak? Is that a leak? And so I started Googling it, and from what I can tell, that's not a leak. Like, from the way people describe the leaks, I don't have a leak. It was scary. So I'm hoping it's just I ate too much oatmeal. So I'm back to my 3-ounce measuring cups. I got to, because I can't risk what I read you go through if you have a leak. And I don't know that you can get a leak from eating too much or not. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not trying it. I'm not fucking around with anything. Ooh. Not messing around with anything. My bad. So no more foolery for me. 3 ounces of food, period. No matter how good it is. Save what you don't eat. Throw away what can no longer be saved. I'm going home, one, to watch my husband eat, give him a couple of kisses, and switch vehicles, because when I get off, I'm gonna go live on both apps, both Uber and Lyft, and just see who hits first. And I'm gonna try to work until like 10. Whoever serves me. If you don't want it, don't focus on it. That's why this morning I was like, oop, I saw him, but I wasn't gonna focus on it or focus on what that could have meant, because that means I want it and it would have brought it into my existence. Oh, God. My arms hurt. I need to post those workouts. We were working our arms out. Oh, my arms hurt.
Until you end up zoned out on your couch watching reruns of some house.